Please welcome to the stage President and CEO of Qualcomm, Cristiano Amon.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Are you all ready for day 3? Very good. Wasim, are you ready? This is going to be special. All right, so before we start, and obviously I'm going to bring somebody very special here on stage, and I need to tell a little bit of a story. I could not have selected a better person to speak here for on day 3, because now you saw what we said on day 1. We saw the chips we announced on day 2, and then we're going to put it all together for you. But I'll start with this, a little bit of story. And we'll tell you as we get into the conversation. This guest in Qualcomm and we've been working together for a long time. And what I find incredible about him is it's one of those few people in the world that once he understands, like we understand where the future is going, he just set a mission and go do something different. And it becomes the first to do it. And we have seen this, and I'll tell you the story. So, and we're going to do this again as we think about what's happening with AI and the transition, and it's incredibly exciting. So what I would like to do is welcome to stage Tareq Amin, which is the CEO of HUMAIN in Saudi Arabia. Welcome, Tareq. Thank you. Thank you for being here.
Good morning, everyone.
All right, so Tareq, I will start telling them about our story. We've done incredible things together as Qualcomm had evolved, and Tareq went to different companies. And I would love for you to tell them, I'm just going to set this up. I think from doing the impossible, I think with early days of LTE, in record time in the network, and actually show how broadband can get to large numbers of people with completely different economics. Then we went to Open RAN when everybody said this is not possible to do it. We went into industrial and the incredible things we can do with 5G for industrial. And now we are going to change the world with AI. But if you walk people through the history.
So first of all, Cristiano, and good morning, everyone. I want to congratulate you on a well done event. I mean, I'm as excited as probably everyone here about your product announcement and launch. So I hate to tell the background because it's going to expose my age, Cristiano, but I knew Qualcomm.
It's okay, we're both young. We're both young.
So I knew Qualcomm since 1996. It's been a long journey when we started in the CDMA days. And the journey of innovation and co-development, as Cristiano mentioned, it's about really having common vision, common goal. It is always about disruption and thinking differently and truly thinking outside of the box. We went from US, we worked together in India for 6 years, then we did something crazy in Japan. Before the world talked about accelerated compute, what we and Qualcomm have done together for millimeter wave base stations, honestly, that was something I say we don't get enough credit for the innovation that we've done. Aramco and digital in Saudi Arabia, where we focus on the industrial era. And now we enter a world where I saw very, very clearly not just the hype of AI, but the advantages that AI could bring to enterprises. And I could not be more excited to tell all of you very shortly about what we did together and the announcements that we're going to release today.
It's incredible. So I want to start this conversation as the announcement and some of the things we're going to show it to you. But talking about the incredible transformation that is happening in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, the transformation is happening in the Middle East, and I think Tareq's at the very center of that with this incredible company called HUMAIN, which is a company set from scratch. And it's really leading the transformation of AI, the digital transformation of the entire country. And what is incredibly exciting about this partnership, which is it's not new. We just started, and we are doing incredible things. And what's exciting about it is the shared vision where the future is going. And you will be able to see is, once you understand where the future is going, why wait? Let's just do it. And I think that's kind of what we want to show you today, because it puts everything together about what is really happening with AI, how the AI is changing the human-computer interface, how it's changing the experience into agents. Like, models are being developed to be hybrid. Everything I said on day one, and then we show the incredible chips that can do this, and we're just going to put everything together.
Absolutely.
So I want to start by first to give you an opportunity to tell everyone about HUMAIN in general, the mission that you guys set up to do, the incredible things you've done today, and where we're going, and we're going to do that before we make the big announcement.
So, I mean, let me share with everybody, because it's really a very fascinating personal story. When I was in Aramco Digital, I remember it was my birthday. I got a call from the royal court in Saudi Arabia saying there's a meeting with His Royal Highness. And this is the first time I had the opportunity to really participate, to talk about the future of AI in the kingdom. Look, my first impression was very simple. I met many, many world leaders before, and my impression is what a vision that he had. And he realizes that AI is extremely critical, by the way, whether you look at it, the government sector, improving the livelihood of citizens and the enterprises. HUMAIN came together through the integration of both public entities and private entities. It's a company that was set up to have initiatives, AI investments, and focus on the entire total AI value chain. Actually, maybe it would have been easier if I recommended, hey, we should just build models. I said, if we need to advance the country missions and objectives, we have to really look at the totality of the game, including gigawatt of capacity in real estate and data center. One thing the kingdom have that is really blessing, to be very honest with you, is energy and power. The world is hungry for that, and we think we could really play a big role to enabling not just Saudi, but the rest of the world. Our chips and infrastructure, and we'll talk about some of the brilliant work that we're doing together on hybrid AI, especially for inferencing. Our models, and then really the exciting part, as you said, Cristiano, is the value realization, which is our agentic operating system that we're going to talk about today. We are going to change the game. We're not just talking about it. I will show you what HUMAIN did, and most importantly, how HUMAIN is being ran as a company. What systems do we use inside the company for our HR, legal, finance? So it's one thing to talk about a vision, and it's another thing to go and say, let's execute this. And that's why today, for me, is an exciting day. It's really, really beyond thrilled to really be announcing to all of you not only the hardware and the software layers that we built.
So with that, one of the things that we did, we said, let's just put this together, and let's actually pick the device, which is incredibly important for the enterprise, which is the PC, and let's make that vision a reality. So I'm going to shift it off to you to make the announcement today.
Thank you very much. If you allow me, let me just share a brief video with you. We just prepared this last night, but I want to use this as a prelude to talk about the brilliant combination of an amazing hardware and amazing agentic software layer that I believe this is the future of enterprise, and this is the future of the operating systems that you will see in the modern organizations. Can you play the video, please? So this is Horizon Pro. And let me just start to tell you, because like you, I have a lot of people that follow me in social media. One of the comments that says, oh, this is a white label product. I said, you don't know how we work with Qualcomm. We've been building this for 9 months, and we crafted, by the way, something that is utterly unique. So the vision started as follows. Can we build a premium segment device without having to charge enterprises and consumers a premium price? And from the basics of what was the vision, I wanted a device that really stands out, a device I could personally use in every day in my job. We picked the components together, by the way. We co-designed this with engineering team of Qualcomm. And we started with the basics. I said, I don't want a basic display. Let's go pick an OLED display. Actually, Samsung is providing the display for us. We have a high-spec OLED display. The basics that people don't think about is even the industrial design, the effectiveness of the trackpad, the MPU, GPU, CPU, and the package was like, this is brilliant. Now, isn't this the future of AI? Isn't this the future of edge and application? Well, I didn't stop there. I said, okay, well, that's all good. But HUMAIN did not create this to be a PC maker. That's not the objective. People missed the boat. We created this to redefine the future user experience. I'm asking everybody in this room, do you guys know when Windows was invented? 1981. 1981. What has changed? Lots of icons on desktops. If you're in HR, you go to a specific HR app. If you're in finance, you go to a specific finance app. Legal, IT. The era of AI come in. Nobody have challenged the status quo. I said, why don't we recreate the operating system? What if you speak to the device as if it is your assistant? If you want to go to vacation, you could say, I would like to go vacation next week. No need for you to go to any other app. Submit the vacation, it's done. You want to schedule a meeting? You want to transcribe a meeting? You want to generate an NDA? You want to run your payroll? All done through a simple UX, which we call in a platform HUMAIN One. HUMAIN One is an enterprise operating system, sits on top of this advanced chipset, running on Windows on ARM. And to me, it's a complete reimagination of what tomorrow would look like. This is the world first implementation of AI agentic architecture in an enterprise. Nobody has done this. What you see today in the marketplace is several vertical companies. One is focused on maybe legal, finance, procurement. We were the first to do this horizontally. Now the proof pudding for this, and I'll tell you, Cristiano, my team thought I was nuts and crazy. And it was not an easy journey to convince them.
You're not, I know you. Yeah.
So I told him, look, it's not hard. Let's go do this. You want to claim you are a global leading AI company. Why don't we prove this to everybody? Why don't we build the systems of record for HUMAIN? Why don't we build agents that really run and assist people on how they carry their job? So the magic of this device is actually not the device. I love your chips, by the way. I really love them. And I love the X2. Well. But the magic is what we've done with the key. You press on the Edge button, and now gone are the days of fragmented icons. I know, Cristiano, maybe I'll share with everybody, because I've talked to many, many companies that I used to work with in the US. As you grow in an enterprise, your IT apps, by the way, depending on the size, they could go to thousands of fragmented IT apps. Organization gets created around an app. I'm this type of app organization, this type of app organization. We leaped ahead. We leaped ahead. This is running foundation model that we created. We called Alam. This is running a marketplace multi-AI agent that today it is our agent. Tomorrow I'll open it up for the world. Take advantage of this opportunity. And the last thing I want to tell you, this relationship, why I pivoted a lot to Qualcomm, it is maybe one of the few companies that could tolerate the crazy ideas I want to do. But the reality is, I believed that to drive security, I mean, try to go to government, oil and energy, financial services, and you want to prove to them model security. What is more secure than an LLM running locally on device? It's your own data. It doesn't go anywhere. So this is really just the beginning. This product line will come to 3 categories. We have a product we call Horizon S for scholars, students, Horizon Pro, which is a premium segment for enterprise, and Horizon Ultra, which is based on Qualcomm X2 architecture. And that one will have something very special. It will also carry an always-on connected 5G modem, so you could take this anywhere with the security platform that Cristiano has announced. We will gift and donate for the students a large number of these PCs to empower a new way for learning and education. I want to thank Cristiano, his leadership team. We could have not done this without the help and the support of the organization.
Look, so this is truly incredible, and but I wanted to keep talking about this because I wanted to ask Tareq a lot of questions that will actually help you understand how disruptive, how innovative, and how visionary this is. So, but before I do that, that was an incredible unboxing experience. This is incredible. Look, there's something that I want to make sure you don't miss it. And I will start by asking this question. So this whole idea, we talk about it, you have now an agentic experience. The computer understands you, and you have agents. The whole architecture changes, OS change, application change. We talk about it on day one, and you see it put it together. And what I like about this is, not only it's about showing what's possible, but let's just go do it. And then what HUMAIN is doing is actually deploying in their own company, and we're going to deploy this together in other companies when they can do it in Saudi Arabia. So I want to actually ask Tareq, tell them how HUMAIN runs your HR, how you runs your payroll, how you run your calendar using agents. If you can be on this device, that's the whole company is using this device.
100%. So when you first of all, when we announce the business model for this device, and when I announce the pricing, I assure you, you're going to be really, really surprised about a price structure that we put in to disrupt and to really rethink about how employees consume hardware and software. So let me share with you a story because it's a really important one. I read last night, I was up late last night, and I saw an MIT paper that was published where it says 98% of model deployment inside enterprises are not really yielding the results that many want. In my case, I see the value realization like you wouldn't believe it. And the reason that it happened, when we went through this journey, for me, even though when Cristiano said we're a startup, yes, indeed, but we came together through a collective of many entities that we acquired and integrated. My number one challenge was culture, mindset, and mentality. How do you change that paradigm shift? So I told my team, simple, you have 2 ways. We will not purchase a single software from third party. It's not going to happen. You have 2 options. You either run the company on an Excel sheet and make your life a little bit more complicated, or we go and venture in a new world that doesn't exist today. So when we created HUMAIN 1, here's was the aha moment that happened to me. I go to my CFO office, and let me tell you, Cristiano and everybody here, that the claim was, Tareq, we bought state-of-the-art ERP system. I said, oh, great. Then I see him taking the output of an ERP system for payroll. It goes into an Excel sheet to a bank portal to payment of employees, and then post-payment, they have a whole bunch of people that do audit reconciliation on payroll data. I said, this cannot be difficult. Okay, let's go and fix this. So the first thing I did, I created a system of record. So I brought my development team. I said, let's go to ChatGPT. Simple prompt. I am creating HRIMS system based on international standards. Give me a database schema. Give me the code base. 4 minutes later, everything was available. I said, guys, this is not difficult. Let's go create this. So what took time is the realignment of people mentality that this is doable. Once that happened today, Think about it. HUMAIN did not get established, and the name HUMAIN, which is human plus AI, is the belief and the fundamental belief that the company is to empower humanity, not necessarily for AI to replace jobs. So the payroll department used to have a significant number of consultants, significant number of employees. We went from 11 people to now an AI agent that runs the entire company HR system with one person. Now, I did not do anything with these people other than I upskilled them to do high valuable work activity. I told my HR team, you're no longer HR, you're product managers. So each one in my organization. And HR is the same thing. Then we got a bit more adventurous. We said, well, let's go create AI avatars that could sit on board meetings. And we created that. Today, I will tell you, you guys are going to hear this October 27. When you see HUMAIN Adam, Adam is the avatar, listens, understands, reason, challenge, and it's all built on the same platform and the same UX. And that's where the beginning starts. So I really, really believe we are unlocking something that is massive. And my objective is not just, hey, let's reduce headcount. Think about efficiency and productivity and the uplift for all of us. I really want to see that the old world of how we define organization to be changed. I want my own team to be classified as, I'm product manager for HR, I'm product manager for finance, I'm product manager for legal. I think this is where I see the future heading. We're there today. Think about, HUMAIN is not a small entity, neither we are a small funded entity. When I'm telling you a payroll system that was living on an Excel sheet where you had to go to a bank portal, now the only thing on the prompt you say, my cutoff date for running the payroll is on the 27th of the month. Please go ahead and do the payroll run. Everything else is done, including Swift Code API integration with the Saudi bank system, audit reconciliation, upload to finance ERP system. That is all taken care of. And now we started, said, oh, this is not, looks easy. Let's go do the other stuff. Let's go do NDA process that takes weeks today. Let's go finish this in seconds. My HUMAIN search, rather than evaluating, hey, I want to partner with Cristiano and Qualcomm, give me suggestions. And the deep research functionality also in the same UX. So this is really the beginning, and I'm using HUMAIN as a true lab. And my team doesn't have an option. Either live on an Excel sheet all your life, or you go make this work.
It's incredible. It's incredible. And look, the stuff that is happening is HUMAIN is building agents for different things. For example, yesterday we announced the Guardian. It's included with the device. You have the ability to get cellular connectivity, and you go to the Guardian part of security. So what is Tareq doing? He's developing an agent for security. So it's developing agents, adding that to HUMAIN One, making it open. Now different companies, different SaaS companies are saying, well, maybe I can do an agent and put it in. And this is the change that we're talking about. It's incredible. It's, we could not be more excited with this partnership. And it's nothing better than starting fresh with no legacy, with the vision, and get
do you want to share to everybody what we're going to do on the data center side?
Yes. Before we do that, there's one thing we didn't talk about it in the few minutes we have left. It's hybrid AI.
Yeah.
Because we started talking about hybrid AI before it was popular. And when we met with Tareq, this is before HUMAIN was announced, and we said, here's how AI is going to work. He said, I agree, let's go do it. Why don't you share with them about hybrid AI?
I mean, the premise, and I know there is a lot of debate today happening in the industry about these models are becoming amazingly intelligent. There is no doubt about it. The number of parameters that you see now being deployed is just insane. Now, I subscribe to a theory that if I am today in the healthcare sector, my job is radiology. While I really think that the larger models have a value, I think a small language model that is trained with high quality data to do a specific purpose for a specific job is, to me, what I believe maybe the future is going to look like. We will see how this debate ends up in. Now, this this idea of running SLMs, I want these SLMs to run on device. By the way, the X2 device, I'm pretty confident that we're going to run a 34B model on this device. The X2 Extreme has all the specs to make this happen. A 34B model is sufficient enough for 90% of all use cases that you're going to find in any enterprise. Now, what if a question gets asked to the model locally on the device, and the model doesn't have the sufficient knowledge to answer? Well, this is what we talk about hybrid AI. If the model doesn't have the relevant information, go to the cloud and extract this data. So this is where we started now working with Qualcomm and the team on, said, okay, look, let's take the same chip architecture that you guys created with this laptop. Can we scale it up? Can we look at how we make these data center and the edge works? Today we talk edge as in device, as in PC, but you could think about the edge as in glasses. You could think as the edge as in camera, you know, a drone, whatever it might be. This harmony of having LLM runs locally and LLM that runs on the cloud, I think this is the harmony that the industry desperately needs. I have no doubt, Cristiano, you guys are leading in this space, and that's why I said I'm all in. Let's go do it.
Very good. We have some exciting thing coming for you all. I think what we're going to be doing in the data center, and it's going to be disruptive. So this is one, as we get to the end, and we're going to wrap this up. I wanted to, as I said before, I could not have selected, you know, a better guest to have this conversation on day 3, because it's one thing to tell you about the vision, to show the technology we've been developing for years. Is another thing actually to show how it's actually going to be used, and it's going to be used in a short period of time with the entire vision realized, and we're just at the beginning. I think if people have not understood the brilliance of the HUMAIN business model, this is not about a PC. It's a hyperscaler providing a subscription model to enterprises, the hardware and the software and an agent platform, and for anybody that actually want to start with agents. And yes, we're going to go through the process. We're going to learn along the way, but that's how technology is created, and I commend you for what you're doing.
If I may, just on the closing remark, just to re-emphasize to what Cristiano mentioned, this will go as a pure subscription model at an extremely disruptive cost. I assure you, at a premium segment, we will be 40% less than anything you find in the market. So, but what is different, I go through this also in my own job daily. When an enterprise subscribes to this, gone are the days that you worry about hardware refresh. I will do it at my own cost. I care more about acceleration and value realization of AI, so we need to really unburden the enterprises of hardware and focus on the innovation and the co-development together. And one last thing I will share with all of you on, which we haven't really, I wish we have more time to tell you about this. The innovation on the model also for such device. Today we run a 7B model. Al-Lam today, by the way, we are the #1 AI chat agent in Saudi Arabia. This was not a simple footing, by the way, but we completely created this model from the scratch. For a world that's 400 million people that speaks Arabic, we trained it on an Arabic first preference, and it's running on a hybrid mode architecture today between this device and the cloud. And again, I could not thank you, and I want to congratulate you and your team on a job well done.
Thank you. And to be the #1 with many other more mature, I think, LLM models in a short period of time, it's incredible. So, Tareq, thank you so much for sharing your vision, sharing your work with the team, and thank you for being with us on this journey. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.